There, Aries. Welcome to Jive Tarot and your September freestyle. So, for the freestyle, we just kind of have a little conversation. You know, me and the cards. We talk about you. See what you're up to. See, if you're looking for a more structured read, you might want to check out the 9-card spiritual insight that I posted at the beginning of the month. This one, all right. So, Aries, looks like you kind of anxious to get going forward. Like you've done dropped off fear, worry, regret, pain. It's like almost like you're moving on in spite of all of these things, right? It's kind of what it feels like to me. I'm going to check a little bit deeper. So I see the Queen of Pentacles. It could be money worry. It could be one of those things where I'm worried about what they might think of me. I'm worried about neglecting or leaving or abandoning something that might have made me more secure or compassionate. It could be that you're charging forward to someone that is not very wise with their money, or they're just having money problems per se. Stressed out mom, stressed out single mom, or let's see, the Last Judgment. Okay, so this does seem like an ascension. It seems like a chance to start something fresh. It seems like a second chance. So this could be an ex. It could be, I'm getting largely female, so it could be an ex or a baby mama, or let's see. Yeah. Okay, so with the Page of Cups here in reverse, but the Knight of Wands in the upright, it could be that you are taking advantage of a situation. That's why it feels like you're not really judging, or that's why it feels like they're not really judging you, right? It's because they just in it for the booty call. They're really not trying to offer any emotion. Right, right, right. Okay, so anybody out there knows what the Four of Pentacles means. It is holding too tightly or gripping tightly, inability to let go of something. So this is that X or that repeating cycle or something like that where they keep you at arm's distance, but they're keeping you kind of like tied up, right? Puppet on a string. Dance for me, puppet. So I would go very gently. If you are the aggressor, Aries, I giggle at the fact that this definitely could be you. Like going back to an ex just because you would hate to see them with anybody else, not because you want them or not because you feel emotionally tied to them in any way, but just because like you'd hate to see them move on. It's more convenient if they're around. It's got a flair of narcissism. It's got a flair of egocentric, stubborn, controlling. It's got all those little elements in it. So be wary in the upcoming month with all the planets in retrograde. And I'm just saying that, it has a little bit of effect on people for real. All right. See, if you do refuse this opportunity, I see that giving yourself a chance to put it invested in yourself has you seeing things a lot more clearly. Analytical thinking, correct. You've been through enough pain. You've been through enough BS. You've been through enough things. You've been put through enough things. I see the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That's your Four of Wands and the Six of Cups in reverse. All right, so there's a few of you that just will not make this step forward, will not make this move, right? And that gives you an added sense of security because what we're looking at is we're looking at the past. Man, I've seen this before. I know what you do. You do it every single time. So why am I sweating you? I'm going to sit here in my own bubble, in my own stability, in my own controlled environment. And I'm All right, so things don't move forward. You know what? Maybe I just need a little bit of time to adjust myself. Maybe I do need the world to stop spinning for just a second so I can pay attention to myself, love myself. Woo! Aries. What's that? Is that the Two of Cups? This is very, very good energy. This is very good. This is a very good shot. This is a very good chance. I mean, decline that repeating pattern BS. Focus on yourself. Worry about yourself. Don't worry that, I don't know, don't worry about the repercussions of telling them no. So they rip a rug out from you. Did you want to have something held over your head, dangled over your head, and controlled like that anyway? Well, go ahead and take it. See, I'll adjust, I promise you. Changing your view on the situation, changing the way that you feel about a situation, kind of gives you the upper hand of information, knowledge, patience. Yeah, just pay attention. Pay attention to that repeating pattern, that thing that's going on. Challenge yourself to handle it just a little bit differently while I go pick another deck. Yeah. It's you. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I have communication. I have fast incoming communication, one-sided. So be prepared for downloads. Be prepared for signs, symbolisms. Be prepared for just a lot of things that you have to do like all at once. I see the world in reverse, and I see that Nine of Swords in reverse again. All right. So yeah, there seems to be an incomplete cycle. Probably the thing that you had kind of left behind. You were moving on from it and then back to the ex, remember? Because you just weren't worried about it. Couldn't control it. Wasn't worried about it. But it is something that does need to be addressed by all means before it comes back around and bites you in the ass, Aries. Let's see. So during this alone time, I'm not trying to force your hand or make you focus on any one particular thing. But the situation that is most recently in the past is probably what you need to focus untying or unbinding or releasing yourself from, right? I see, yeah, there's another card of walking away, removing yourself from a situation that these are 2 5s. Okay, so whatever that past situation is, I do see 2 past situations, by the way. One you just recently left from, and maybe like an ex, the previous one to that's, I don't know, calling now. Hey, I see you're free. I see you just broke up with your thing. No. How about no? How about none of that? How about I'm busy with myself? What you doing? Well, nothing. It's none of your damn business. Call Jolene. Anyway, so I see this removing yourself from a situation, and that would feel warm and comforting, right? So it'd be really warm and comforting for this person to pop back up in your life. Oh, they really did care. Oh, they were paying attention. You waited for me this whole time. No, don't take comfort in that. Do leave that alone. Worry about this last situation. Worry about healing and reinvigorating. Yes, invigorating, reinvigorating yourself after. Now, it might not feel like a lot in Aries. I know that even if it was a lot, you'd act like it wasn't a lot. But go ahead and put the tough act down for right now and just say, hey, I'm going to think about this. I turn on a Lifetime movie. I'm going to let all those feelings and all those emotions, I'm going to let it play back. You know, like the blooper scripts at the end of the subtitles, right? For the movie, the rolling credits. Let it play back. Let you find some joy, like laugh at yourself, laugh at that. And they had me fucked up. Like, just let yourself kind of go through it and heal from it. and see if there's anything that you can release yourself from or learn from. I see clearing up the situation and finding a path forward. All right. I see that there seems to be, or there's a possibility that a little bit of arrogance or self-righteousness, right? Uh, Self-justifying also could be a form of self-righteous behavior that you kind of need to clear the air on to yourself. Be honest to yourself. You don't have to admit it to anybody. You don't have to go around and apologize to anybody. Just recognize it within yourself. You understand? Because it's going to clear the air for this next step forward, the step after we quarantine ourselves a little bit spiritually and kind of work on ourselves. Not telling you to quarantine yourself from family, friends, support systems, things like that. I'm asking you to quarantine yourself from anybody else that could potentially drain your energy or add another stick to the camel's back, right? I see a little bit of waiting. Oh, yes. Okay. So with the Six of Wands in reverse, the Magician in reverse, and the Four of Swords, I see that it's a little bit, that's that fine line, that tightrope, where I don't want to dwell on the past and have it mess up or negatively influence what's happening in the future. And then I get stuck and stagnant. I don't want to stay stuck and stagnant on reverse manifesting and then find myself taking the low road out, right? I do, however, want to clear the air on my part that I played in it, how I was to blame for a lot of things. Now, when I say that you're to blame for a lot of things, I'm not sitting here talking about apologize to anybody except yourself. Sometimes when we're to blame, the only person that we need to apologize to is ourselves. So hush, hush now. Put down the pitchforks. I'm just coming at you straight. It's the Ace of Cups. I do see finding that chalice, that everlasting love, that second wind, the fresh start, right? I see it opening the door in multiple ways. Taking care of this situation and where I was to blame for allowing people past my boundaries, for allowing anger to stir up, the little things that I did get angry at, putting it aside. Or even if you did choose to go on this little rendezvous with this ex, go ahead and add that to the list of things you should apologize to yourself for, Because, yeah, I had things to do. I did. I felt it. I felt that I needed to kind of work on myself a little bit for this retrograde season. But then I got into procrastination because I really didn't want to face it, and we all do that and we all go through it. So this distraction popped up in my inbox and said, hey, what you doing? What you doing on Saturday? Dude, walk away from that. Work on yourself and find the next step up. If you do indeed choose to make the step up, it's really not as bad as it seems if you make it a habit. Those of you who don't know how to make it a habit, go ahead and smash that thumbs down. A lot of you have been. But I'm just here to tell you, there's that Four of Pentacles again. I'm feeling that there's something very deep rooted, something that is almost impossible to let go of at this time. You understand? It's also going to be one of the things that are surfacing on you or trying to. And it might be a little bit difficult. You might find things a little bit difficult, but allowing yourself to be vulnerable, see, and finding that hope, finding that step forward, finding the muse, the lesson, the laughter in that situation that and I'll tell you, I had a repressed memory so bad that I had invented a story and told that story for close to 20 years, And then it got to the point where when I was finally sat down and faced with it, You realize what the brain is capable of? It blocked out a whole apartment. It blocked out a whole bedroom. I had no memory of it. It did not exist. Except it did, right? And the only way that I could have allowed myself in is to make myself vulnerable. Because as long as I had those protective features up, it not only kept people from seeing what was happening, it also kept me from seeing what was happening. That's probably why a lot of this alone time is kind of sprouting up or declining ex's invitations, right? And it doesn't have to be an ex. It can just be a friend that every time I get around you, it just turns into some BS after a while. No, it starts real good at first. Everything's great. We're happy to see each other. But then after a little while, man, here comes the drama. Okay, so that person, man, make an excuse. Seriously, this month, make an excuse. I mean, if they've been a repeating cycle this long, it's not like you're going to lose them. Just make an excuse, right? Worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. Let's see. Let's see what I got. Talking about my Aries people this month. Let's kick and chicken. All right, there's that Eight of Swords. So there is something going on. There's something that you are blindfolding yourself to seeing. Now, you self-imposed. This is the Eight of Swords to me is a self-imposed limitation. It's a self-imposed boundary. Now, it's your choice if you want to see it or not. Look, there's that Hangman again, though, right? I challenge you to change how you view the situation. I challenge you to stay quiet enough to see the situation. And then I challenge you to change the way you see about the situation. I challenge you to let go of that situation and thereby release the blockage, right? That's stopping you from this Two of Cups right here. This Ace of Cups right here. This Four of Wands right here. I have the Ace of Cups twice. And I have the World card in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse with two cards of Hangman. So this, and then two cards of the Four of Pentacles. This is so about leveling up as the world stands still around you. It is. See, worry about being single for a little bit, right? You see that Hierophant back there? I do see worry about yourself for a little bit. Oh, let's check this out. Wow. There we go. That's how we're going to handle things right now for a little bit. We're not trying to offer out any unnecessary emotions. We're not trying to open up to anybody around us unnecessarily. Now, I'm saying if the weight gets too heavy, definitely have somebody in your corner, a BFF that is really a BFF, that is down for you, that doesn't come around and cause drama and then take off. Mother, brother, father, sister, somebody that's definitely in your corner, your best cousin, you know. That's who you can go to for emotional support. That's who you can offer emotional support to. But not just any Joe Blow off the street, not any ex, definitely. It's, and a lack of hustling too. So if you were a hustler looking for different ways and means and situations to make money, go ahead and put it on hold for a little bit, just a little bit. Worry about yourself. And then you'll find all these things kind of just come naturally to you, right? You don't have to chase them. I don't have to chase somebody that cares what's going on or calls me and asks how my day is going because they genuinely want to know how my day is going, not because they're trying to get over on me or tell somebody else or talk about me. I want to, those little investment opportunities and job opportunities, that's going to come to me also. But as long as I take care of myself first, put myself first. Walk away from anything that no longer serves you. You've been stuck in this cycle. You've had these 8 cups, right? These 8 cups have been there. You have amassed them, stacked them, filled them, each to a different level. Maybe you lick your finger and you sing a little song with them. Okay. Very cool, bridge person. What you want to do now is you want to go ahead and step up and out and go find that 9 cup, right? It's sitting here. It's waiting for you. It's waiting for you. You've just got to be willing to change how you see the situation and let go of past indiscretions. See, because what we have here is we already have the ability to stop worrying about things that we were chasing. Our most recent relationship, the relationship before this one ended, or before this one started, we already have cleared our plate of relationship issues. Those of you who have not or do not feel compelled or pushed to clear your plate of relationship issues, maybe this reading isn't for you. But then again, maybe it is. And that person that you're supposed to confide in about these heartfelt issues that you're having trouble letting go of to move and ascend to the next level, maybe you can just go ahead and confide in them. Go ahead and let grades 4, 5, and 6 catch up to you, senior. Okay, let's see. Three cards. I want to go ahead and get 3 cards. I mean, if you'd be so kind. This whole reading kind of reminds me of just the thorn, right? It's just a thorn in your side. Nothing big. It's not like a broken foot. It's not like something ultra detrimental is wrong with you. But, if I could walk around without the thorn in my side, baby, best believe I'm going to pull it. I see that a lot of you could be having an idea or making up things to pick on yourself about during this time. Like I said, if this is not your reading, it's not your reading. Those of you who have the situation, pretty much gonna, you're gonna know it's you. You really will. No, none of you? I feel you, but you won't let me grab you. Let's see. No, I see the devil. I'm worried about bonding, slipping, and okay. Oh God. All right. Justice. All right. So those of you who are worried about this duality, this dual-sided coin here, should I go left or should I go right? What is actually happening? Can I get past it? Worried about what the next step is because the tarot card reader on YouTube said there was a next huge step. All right. Go ahead. Let it surface. I'm just trying to tell you about what is going to start to happen or what energies are kind of coming into your life at this time, right? When it comes, you'll know, right? Spirit will make it very clear that it's your time. And step up to the plate, baby. Come on. Come on, T-baller. It's your turn. So, if you enjoyed the message, please like, comment, subscribe. Do hit the bell if you want to be informed next time I upload. Or, just I'll see you when I see you. And until next time, Aries, thanks for stopping by at Jive Tarot.